Alright, welcome to another clothesline rope video. And this one we're going to be making a Christmas basket. So I have the 100 by 3/16 inch clothesline rope that I pick up from Walmart over in the hardware section. I've got some beautiful gold metallic paint that we're going to dye this rope with. And I also picked up at Walmart right now, they have their Christmas fabrics out, so I have a poinsettia fabric that we are going to decoupage onto the basket. So you're going to need some Mod Podge, fabric, clothesline rope, and some paint to make a Christmas basket. Let me show you how easy it is to make these poinsettias into beautiful decoupage pieces. Alright, so you take the fabric and your Mod Podge, and this is the easiest way to cut out all of these poinsettias. Just take a paintbrush, dip it in the Mod Podge, and just paint over the whole section. Let it dry, and we do it right on the front side. So then you just take a small pair of scissors, and you're going to go in and cut out individual poinsettias. So this is a great thing to do at night when you're sitting there watching TV. You can just cut these out and see how stiff they are. It just makes it so much easier if you go ahead and put one coat on the poinsettia. And here's some that I've already cut out. And then after we get the bowl made, we will glue these on using the same Mod Podge. So that's just a little tip to make it easier to cut things out.
Alright, so let's make the rope basket, and the first step is to unwind all of that clothesline rope, and we are going to dye it that gold color. So I'm adding in 2 cups of water and this entire bottle of the gold metallic paint because I really want a nice dark basket. So I'm just mixing this with the whisk, and then we're going to take that clothesline rope and start dipping it into that paint and rolling it over and over until all of it is coated. It's an easy process, and this is permanent, so be careful with your clothes. I should have really put on an apron, but I didn't get any on me. And then you're going to lay this out and let it dry overnight. So the next day, I started my process of making the basket. And of course, I coil it up, sew an X. And then once I get my coil going, I kind of sew a zigzag stitch, making sure to catch both sides of the rope. Now I have many videos on this. Please check the playlist. This is a 6-inch base. Once I reach 6 inches, I lift it up, and that's where I get the curve. So I want 2 handles on my basket. So I left about a 5-inch gap, raised that coil up. Then I'm going to sew all the way around it about 5 more times. Then I've got these nice handles. So now we're going to move on to decoupaging the poinsettias right to the rope bowl. So I'm putting a little bit of Mod Podge right on the back of the poinsettia, and then I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the rope bowl. And then I just stick that poinsettia right in place. And I kind of had an idea of where I wanted these to go, but they turned out so pretty. Now you want to make sure all of your corners are caught in that glue, so you might want to take your paintbrush and push up the glue into the back of that poinsettia. You just want to make sure that they're all laying nice and flat. Then I did coat the whole basket inside and out. Now we're going to take that red glitter paint that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I just really wanted to accent and make those poinsettias pop. So I just take my paintbrush and I'm touching in those white places in the middle, and then I kind of followed the shade lines in the fabric and just took that glitter paint, it's really a glue, and just shaded all through those flowers, and it turned out so pretty. It really gave it some sparkle and shine. Now in the middle of those poinsettias, I really wanted like a 3D effect, so I've got some gold beads, and I'm just taking some hot glue and just dropping 3 of the beads right in the center of the poinsettia. Now you can see how that glitter has dried and just shined a little bit. Really makes it stand out. My craft stash, I had some of this really pretty iridescent red ribbon, and so I went about every 5 inches and I sewed 3 of those gold beads to the ribbon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of hot glue it right in place, the beads. I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds. Then I'm going to twist it around, and about every 3 to 4 inches I glued those gold beads to the basket. It just really added a lot to it, and it kind of just gives it that nice iridescent shine, and the gold matches the gold beads that are in the poinsettia. So I went around the entire basket hot gluing that ribbon with the gold beads right to the basket. And here is the finished basket. I think it looks great. I like the fact that I added 1 poinsettia inside because this is the front view, and then you can see that pretty poinsettia right inside. Now I'm going to use this basket to hold all my Christmas cards. Every Christmas I pull out my box of Christmas cards that I've gotten over the years, and I save those because I love to look at them, but that box has gotten full, so this basket's going to work great. But you could use this for gifts. You could put a real poinsettia in it. Make sure you put a plastic liner in it, but you can do all kinds of things with these baskets, and they're so easy to make. So let me know in the comments what you think of this Christmas basket. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.